Welcome to this episode of the Main Street Show. I'm your host, Payton O'Toole. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I am joined by Pete Cooper from Goldberry Roasting Company, located here in Ashland, Ohio. Pete, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
For those who may not know, what is Goldberry and how did you guys get started?
So Goldberry is a coffee roastery, is what we refer to ourselves as. So we roast coffee, and then we also have a full-service cafe where we roast. We ship coffee all over the country. We have wholesale, so we ship roast coffee for other coffee shops and markets and things like that. We have a second location at Oberlin College, and then are opening a third location in Brunswick later this year.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So how did you guys come up with the name Goldberry?
So Goldberry was actually, or she is a character from the Lord of the Rings books. She didn't make it to the movies, so not a lot of people are really familiar with her. My dad, who started the company, read the books in 8th grade and really just kind of fell in love with Goldberry's character and what she represented. She was known as the River Daughter. She represented water and things like warmth, hospitality, and healing. She was described as the embodiment of joy, is how the hobbits described her when they visited her. So there were things that we wanted our company to represent when we started it, along with our nonprofit. So she was just a good representation of what we wanted to be as a company.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
So you mentioned being a part of, like, shipping from a couple of different countries.
Sure.
What different countries do you
So
ship
we,
from?
yeah, so we have relationships with farmers in Mexico directly through our nonprofit that we get coffee from. We import and export from Mexico. And then we have coffee from probably 8 to 10 different countries, whether it's Tanzania, Ethiopia, Sumatra, Papua New Guinea, Brazil, Colombia. Those coffees come through a central wholesaler that we work with in New York. And so then we buy from them, and they buy directly from the farmers. So they send people out to the farms to try the coffee, test for quality, things like that. And then we purchase the coffee from them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
So you recently celebrated your 1-year anniversary at your new Ashland location.
Yeah.
What prompted the move to the new location, and how has business been since the move?
What prompted it was necessity. Both from the retail side, we were running out of space for people to come and sit. And then from our production and wholesale side, we needed another roaster. We needed more room to hold green coffee, to bag coffee. And so we had looked at a couple of different options, and this location came available and worked out perfectly for what we needed. Business has been amazing since we moved in. We already feel like we need more room again, which is a great problem to have. And so we're looking at some opportunities of how we can potentially expand where we're at to continue to fulfill the growth that we're experiencing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yep.
So last year around the finals week in the spring semester, you guys held late night study sessions where you opened the cafe at a later hour for the college students to come study and drink some coffee. Are you guys planning to do that again or do something similar?
Yeah, we are. We kind of missed it this last finals. It snuck up on us a little bit, but yeah, we do have plans for spring semester to open up late for final studying, and we're always looking for other ideas of ways to utilize our space. We rent it out to other people for bridal showers or baby showers or things like that, but we're looking for opportunities to open it up to the community in other ways. So, you know, if anybody has any ideas for ways to do that, come to us, and we're always open to talking about those.
Yeah, that's super exciting. Kind of tying into that, how has the university had an impact on the business?
Well, so going back to our founding, my dad graduated from Ashland University. His parents did, I did. I think about 90% of our staff has either graduated from AU or currently at AU. So a huge impact in terms of our staffing and the people that work there. And then the university opened their cafe at the library, and we were able to procure that business. So we supply coffee to the university and the library. We do a lot of advertising through athletics. We have a billboard up in the gym, things like that. Our coffee trailers have been at football games. So yeah, it's been a huge part of our growth. We love seeing students come in. We keep seeing more and more students come in, and professors, faculty, staff. So it's been a big part of our story. Yeah,
that's amazing. As you mentioned earlier, recently on Instagram, you announced that you were opening a third Goldberry location at Market 42, Ohio in Brunswick.
Yep.
How has development been for you guys there, and what are you looking forward to most in opening that new location?
So it's been good. It's a big facility with a lot of moving parts, so it's taken a little longer than we thought, which has been kind of a blessing in disguise, just in terms of figuring out all the moving parts with it. But this was an opportunity that came up shortly after we moved into our new facility, and at first we didn't really want to take it on because we had just spent a lot of money and time on our new facility. But after doing research into the market, we knew it was an opportunity we couldn't pass up. We're really excited. It's going to have 25 other vendors, from restaurants to other type of artisan vendors there. If you've ever been to like West Side Market in Cleveland or North Market in Columbus, is a similar concept to that. So we're really excited to expose ourselves to a brand new market. I think it's going to be really good for our Ashland business as well, as we expand our reach and being able to hire more people and just have a bigger impact. And the more that we can do in terms of sales and impact helps our nonprofit as well. And so we're just excited to start to see that impact even more.
Yeah. What is your suggestion for those who might just start to get into coffee?
Just start to get into coffee. I'd say start out black. Start black coffee because it's easier to start with the cream and the sugar and the lattes and things like that. But then it's harder to get into black coffee once you've started that. It's a lot easier to work your way into black if you're just getting used to coffee and getting into it. And then you can start to dabble in some of the cream and sugar and the latte and espresso and all that. But really get to learn coffee, figure out what it is that you like: light roast, medium roast, dark roast, try different origins. Every origin has a different flavor profile, so you may like an Ethiopian but not a Sumatran. So start with that base first and then start to branch off into some of the other stuff.
Yeah, well, Pete, thank you so much for stopping by and chatting with us today.
Of course, appreciate it.
That's it for this episode of The Main Street Show. Make sure to follow us across all social media platforms at AUTV Ashland. I'm your host, Payton O'Toole. Thanks for watching.